todos and welcome to another video on my channel. So it is right now 6 a.m. in the morning, and today we will leave here, Santa Cruz de la Sierra, and we will fly with the plane about 45 minutes to Sucre, which is Bolivia's capital and the colonial city of the Spanish. So as you saw yesterday in the video, we took some really narrow streets, and if you wanted to go with the car to Sucre, you would need about 18 hours, and that is really incredible. But as we take the plane, we only need 45 minutes. So let's go directly with the plane to Sucre. Alright, so as you could see from the text before, we just arrived here in Sucre, Bolivia's capital, and we had an awesome view onto the street outside. We have just an awesome hotel here. I mean, it is insane. Look at those rooms, and we even have an inner yard, which I'm going to show you right now. It looks really beautiful. So let's head out here. Have a look at this. It is an old colonial Spanish house, which the Spanish built when they came here. And look at this yard. It is incredible. But we won't spend too much time here because we just had some lunch, and right now we are going to head for a half-day city tour through Sucre, and I'm really excited to see all those buildings. So let's head directly for that. So we are here in the Andean highlands, and you can see we have a t-shirt on but still trousers. It is really hot, like the sun is burning on your skin, but it is still kind of cold, and we have a slightly wind, and I guess without the sun it would be really cold here. I mean, we're at about 2,800 meters above sea level, and yeah, we can see in the background all the different mountains, the high mountains, so that's a really incredible view from here, with a small bell tower right in the front. This hotel here is just awesome. So the first stop is a local school here, and it is a school belonging to a monastery, so you can see it is really religious, but it is really interesting to see how people go to school here. So let's have a look at this place. As you can see, we just entered the inner yard of the school. It is so stunning. Wow, incredible. And lining up to the yard we have all the different classes you can see with the different grades, and this is actually a school only for girls. Really interesting. So let's move on. So you can see the floor is shiny, and the school is really well looked after because it is a private one. Goodness me, we just reached the rooftop of this school, and I am just absolutely stunned. I mean, look at this view. We have like a view over all the city of Sucre, and we have even all the mountains of the Andes in the background. It is incredible. We have such a good overview from here. Wow. So we just walked up another stairs, and we're now on another rooftop. Let's have a look here up the side. Wow guys, this is so incredible. I mean, if you go to school here and you can come up here just like whenever you want, wow, I imagine that must be really awesome. Alright, so here on this rooftop there's another bell tower, as you can see. And from this bell tower we first of all have a really great overview. Let's have a look at this. Look here, the perfect view onto the city. And second, we can even climb up the tower. So let's do this. Wow, it is really narrow in here, so we have to pay attention. Goodness me, where are we going? Okay, we're nearly getting to the top. Oh, mind your head, it's really narrow. Oh my god, I wonder if someone would even go up here. But wow, we have a great overview. Look at this. And here we can even see the bells. Look at this. On every corner we have a different bell. So as I said, this school is really religious, and so we have this church here, and in the other room we also went there, and now we have another big surprise. So here's another kind of little church, and we just opened like the floor, and now we're going to go down because there's a cemetery. So let's go down the stairs into the floor. This is so awesome. Wind your head. After the school we visited, we are now here on a little place and we are going to have a look onto the city. So Sucre is the constitutional capital of Bolivia and the 6th most populated city in Bolivia. Located in the south-central part of the country, Sucre lies at an elevation of 2,810 meters. This relatively high altitude gives the city a cool temperature climate year-round. About 300,000 people live in Sucre. And in 1538, Sucre was founded under the name Ciudad de la Plata de la Nueva Toledo. Very much a Spanish city during the colonial era, the narrow streets of the city center are organized in a grid, reflecting the Andalusian culture that is embodied in the architecture of the city's great houses and numerous convents and churches. For much of its colonial history, Sucre's temperature climate was preferred by the Spanish royalty and wealthy families, involved in silver trade coming from Potosí. We'll visit Potosí later, so we will tell you more information when we reach Potosí.
Alright, so around the plaza is La Recoleta Monastery, and this stunning church right behind me, founded by the Franciscan order in 1601, is now also a museum housing some of the city's most impressive religious artifacts.
So we just met those 3 Bolivian guys and they were looking at the sun and we were wondering what are they doing, and then we just asked them, and actually at this moment there's the sun eclipse. So there's the moon right going in front of the sun, and this is actually today until 5 p.m. so we are really lucky to see it. Alright, so we just passed through a little market where you can see the local people sell their stuff. These are pullovers and different clothes you can wear made out of wool, of llama wool, but we'll experience and know more about that later. So after the local market outside, we are now inside the Museum of Indigenous Textiles called Azul, and this is where we can see what the indigenous people wear on this time. So Azul means Anthropologists of the Southern Andes, and this is an organization which seeks to help communities in Sucre, in the area of Sucre, to maintain and strengthen their cultural integrity and to improve their economic conditions by promoting the production and sale of high-quality indigenous arts and textiles here. So there are women producing all those clothes and they do sell it here and you can buy it. So our next stop after the traditional indigenous museum is now the Casa de la Libertad here in Sucre. So this is one of the most historically significant buildings in Bolivia, and this is where in 1825 the Republic was created with the signing of the Bolivian Declaration of Independence. Originally a Jesuit chapel, today Casa de la Libertad is a museum dedicated to one of the most important times in Bolivia's history. One of Sucre's slogans is Sucre, donde nació Bolivia, so Sucre where Bolivia was born, and it was in this Casa de la Libertad where all happened. After witnessing the start of the Latin American Wars of Independence on 25th May 1809, it was inside this house that the wars were finally put to an end with the liberation of Bolivia. It was actually the last country to be freed from the Spanish rule. On August 6, 1825, the Republic of Bolivar, named in honor of its most celebrated liberator, Simón Bolívar, was signed into existence within the building's walls. The Bolivian Declaration of Independence remains on display in Casa de la Libertad, so let's head in and check it out. So we just came home from visiting La Casa de la Libertad, and now we are back in our hotel. And this will close up this video for today. I hope you enjoyed this day as much as I did, and if yes, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. I will see you tomorrow, where we will drive from Sucre to La Candeleria, a small village here near this town. So, until next time.